For centuries, we've been the sole authors of our own knowledge. But what happens when an AI masters something so completely that it develops ideas we've never even thought of? Today, we're going to explore exactly that. We'll see how we can decode the mind of a superhuman AI to learn fundamentally new strategies, using the ancient game of chess as our laboratory. Welcome to the Deep Notes Lab. You are entering a space dedicated to signal, not noise. Here, we decode the black boxes of technology, data, and system architecture. All right, let's start with a simple premise. The way we learn really complex skills, it's been completely transformed. What used to demand intense, specialized tutoring is now, well, it's available to pretty much anyone with a smartphone. I mean, just look at chess. Platforms like Duolingo have basically perfected the art of teaching us humans. They take these incredibly complex strategies and break them down into gamified, bite-sized lessons. In fact, a full 75% of their whole curriculum is built on interactive puzzles. And that's because we learn best by doing, not just by reading. It's a brilliant system, no doubt, designed by human minds for human minds. And this brings us to a really fascinating question. We've gotten so good at teaching each other what we as a species already know. But what happens if the next great teacher isn't human at all? What could we possibly learn from a mind that built its expertise from scratch, completely outside the loop of human history and our own intuition? To figure that out, we first have to identify where this new knowledge even lives, and it exists in something we can call the superhuman knowledge gap, that space between what a machine knows and what we know. We can frame this with some pretty simple logic. If M represents all the knowledge a machine holds, and H stands for all human knowledge, what we're really looking for is M minus H. That's the unique set of concepts the machine gets, but we don't. This is the new frontier. A whole body of knowledge that, up until now, has been completely locked away inside a digital black box. Our subject here is AlphaZero. Now, this AI reached a superhuman level in chess without ever studying a single human game. Not one. It learned only by playing against itself millions and millions of times. And this is the critical point. Because it wasn't biased by centuries of human strategy, its knowledge base, its M, is fundamentally alien. It didn't just get better at our ideas, it built its own. So the grand challenge really becomes one of translation. How do you pull a single, coherent, teachable idea out of a neural network that has trillions of connections? Well, researchers developed a brilliant method for this. You can think of it as a kind of digital archaeology. The process is really elegant. First, they find AlphaZero's best plan for any given situation. Second, and this is the clever part, they contrast that winning plan against all the other plans it thought about but rejected. By comparing them, they can isolate the core idea that makes the winning plan better. It's like finding the secret ingredient in a recipe. Third, they check for originality, making sure this secret ingredient is truly new and doesn't just show up in thousands of old games between human grandmasters. And finally, they confirm it's actually teachable by successfully transferring the concept to another AI. Visually, it's like looking at a fork in the road inside the AI's mind. By analyzing precisely why it chose this one path and actively avoided all the others, we can start to re-engineer the strategic principle that's guiding its decision. So it's not about finding just one good move, it's about understanding the entire philosophy behind a whole sequence of moves. So once these new, truly alien concepts were extracted, it was time for the ultimate test. Could this knowledge actually be transferred to the very best human players on the planet? The researchers took the AI's ideas and put them right in front of world-class chess grandmasters. And the results are pretty stunning. After being taught the AI's concepts, every single grandmaster improved their ability to solve problems based on those exact ideas. Just look at that first line. One player went from solving 0 puzzles to solving 5. That's a 42% jump. Now, at this elite level, an improvement that large is, well, it's almost unheard of. It proves these concepts aren't just novel, they're fundamentally useful. So what does one of these alien ideas actually look like? Well, in this position, AlphaZero recommends a plan that involves a really unconventional pawn sacrifice. For centuries, human chess theory has been all about king safety and material advantage, but the AI has a different logic. It sees that sacrificing this one pawn right now, a small loss, creates a subtle, long-term positional stranglehold that will become an overwhelming advantage 20 moves down the line. It's trading short-term safety for absolute long-term dominance. And that's exactly why one of the Grandmasters studying this move called it curious and not natural. Of course it feels wrong to a human. It's based on a calculation of future possibilities so vast, it just falls outside of our intuition. This right here is the signature of true machine-unique knowledge. It expands our whole understanding of what's even possible. And you have to realize, this is so much bigger than chess. The kind of strategic reasoning we're seeing here is universal. The decisions that AlphaZero is making are directly analogous to the complex, high-stakes choices made every single day in data science, in finance, in logistics, you name it. I mean, the questions are structurally identical. A chess player asking, "Is my attack weakening my defense?" is using the exact same risk-reward logic as a business analyst asking, "How will this decision affect our other market segments?" The core skill in both worlds is projecting future outcomes from incredibly complex data. And what this research shows is that AI can give us entirely new frameworks for making those projections. Which leaves us with a final, really powerful thought. For 1,500 years, we thought we understood the landscape of chess. And then, in just a matter of months, an AI found new continents of strategy we never even knew existed. So, if a machine can uncover fundamental new knowledge in a game this well-studied, what truths is it about to uncover in medicine, or material science, or climate modeling? We are just beginning to learn how to ask the machine what it knows. By learning to decode the black box, we're unlocking a new era of human-AI collaboration. This is your roadmap. Trust the logic. Build the